Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Kinggoken Discussion. My name is Kinggoken, and this week I'm just going to ask you guys another simple question. I just want to know what are your top 5 favorite anime fighting games? And I'm going to share with you guys my list in just a moment. But before I do that, I want to talk about last week's Kinggoken Discussion. Now, last week I asked you guys, what are your most anticipated games of 2013? And once again, it was a pretty good response from you guys. Now for this video, I'm going to do something a little different, something that I've never ever done before on my YouTube channel, and that's that I'm going to show your comments in the video. So right here, as you can see, this guy, this guy's pumped for Storm 3, obviously. Like, he's like, Storm 3, Storm 3, Storm 3, Storm 3. And, you know, I have to agree with him on that. Storm 3 is going to be great. It's going to be epic. Maybe the best anime fighting game of all time. Hopefully. But as you can see on these other comments, you know, a lot of you guys are also pumped for Storm 3. But some of you guys mentioned some other games too, like the newest Final Fantasy 13 game called Lightning Returns. Some of you guys mentioned Dragon Age 3, Watch Dogs, and even Project vs. J, which I believe may not even come out of Japan, but it might. And if it does, I may do videos on it. You know, but you know, it was really nice to see such a great response on that video from you guys. Now, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and talk about my top 5 favorite anime fighting games. Okay, so starting at number 5, and it really shouldn't surprise anyone, but coming in at number 5 is Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3. This game is awesome. It's a lot of fun. If you've never played before, it is basically a 2D fighter with simple controls, but it's a lot of fun. I'm not really sure why they haven't made an HD collection of the old Ultimate Ninja games. Like, I really think a lot of people buy it. You know, put Ultimate Ninja 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on one disc, make it $40, and I believe a lot of people would buy it on day one. I know I would. Alright, now coming in at number 4 on my list is Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. This game is awesome. It's easily one of the best 2D Dragon Ball Z fighting games of all time. If you love Dragon Ball Z, you owe it to yourself to play this game. It was actually re-released as part of the Dragon Ball Z Budokai HD collection. You need to go out and get it now if you like Dragon Ball Z. At number 3 on my list is once again Dragon Ball Z, but this time it is Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Now this game, in my opinion, it really did set the standard for how a 3D Dragon Ball Z fighting game should be. And I know that they tried to recreate this same experience in the Rage and Blast games, Rage and Blast 1 and 2, but in my opinion, those games are not as good as Budokai Tenkaichi 3. And coming in at number 2 on my list, and it might shock some of you guys, but coming in at number 2, it is Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations. And the reason why I have it so high up on my list is because this game is actually a lot of fun. And yes, I know at times the game can be frustrating, especially online, because a lot of people don't like to play fair online. But if you don't take this game too seriously, you can have a lot of fun with it. And for that reason, I put this game at number 2 on my list. And coming in at number 1 on my top 5 favorite anime fighting games, it is Naruto once again, but this time it is Storm 2. And that's mainly because of Storm 2's story mode. In my opinion, Storm 2 really does set the standard for how a story mode in an anime fighting game should be. You know, it was almost like watching the anime. I mean, I'm just being honest, but that's how I honestly felt about Storm 2 story mode. So my expectations for Storm 3 should obviously be pretty high. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it. That wraps up the video. Those are my top 5 favorite anime fighting video games. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, Kinggoken out.